don't look at the score. Just don't look at the score. Hi, folks, and welcome back to another exciting episode of the D.Bell Sports Podcast. I'm your host, D.Bell, and today we have a lot of stuff to talk about. It's week 2. Oh my gosh! First off, Bo Nix was bad. He was pretty bad. The Steelers beat the Broncos 13-6. Jeez. Bo Nix was 20 of 35, 57%, 2 interceptions. I mean, he's a leading rusher with 25 yards. That's not good. There's no run game. Williams got 17 yards. I mean, geez. The Steelers got 2 sacks and 2 picks, so their defense is really putting them in these games. But man, I don't know what to do. Bryce Young was also bad, so I guess these rookie quarterbacks are just trying to get through it. Man, Chargers beat the Panthers 26 to why bother, really? I mean, geez. Bryce Young, 18 out of 26, not bad for 84 yards. That's not good. 1 pick. Their leading receiver was Tremble with 23 yards. I mean, that's terrible. The Chargers, J.K. Dobbins had over 100 yards. Very nice. He's having a resurgence. Quentin Johnston, 10 touchdowns. What's going on here? 2 touchdowns? I mean, I don't know. It was announced that Bryce Young was benched, so that was kind of making the news, making the rounds earlier today. They're gonna bench him for Andy Dalton, which, hey, go Cowboys! He was with us about 4 years ago. Had to come in relief for Dak, who went down that season. But yeah, I mean, what are you gonna do if he's not playing up to your standards? You know, if you don't see it, if you didn't see enough from him year 1, and it's 2 weeks into year 2, and you don't think he can do it, you know, show you something. I mean, what are you gonna do? You know, you have to have a good team around you. If he's not, like, if he's the reason you're not doing well, then I guess you have to bench him. But if it's like he can do well with players around him, then you keep him and you just draft more people. But I guess they've seen enough. Man, only 2 games in. That's sad. That's rough. New Orleans looked good, of course. Clint Kubiak getting praised for being offensive, being such a, having a great game as offensive coordinator for the Saints. I mean, Dallas just couldn't get together. Between Jalen Brooks, I mean, the defense not stopping those big plays. I mean, we can't just give up, huge chunks of play, with that Shaheed touchdown. I mean, it's like every player was a gadget player in this game. Alvin Kamara, he caught a touchdown. He rushed for 3 more touchdowns. It's ridiculous. Taysom Hill went in. He caught one ball for 1 yard, and then later on, like a couple quarters later, they're like, "Oh, well, we'll just rush. I'll just rush the ball," And suddenly he's a running back, and he's off and running. It's ridiculous. Chris Olave got into it. I mean, it's like I don't know. I literally don't know where to begin. What do I do? I did a separate video, but it's like 25 points. Wasn't this supposed to be at least a good game? Like, if we lose 32-30, it's like, oh, we lost. Dang it. Now we gotta prepare for the Ravens. It's like, what do you do after this? How do you come back from a good game last week to this? It's like we beat up on a good player on a bad team, and now the good teams, we can't do anything. I thought the Saints weren't going to be as good as they were, honestly, but shows what I know. Oh my God! Well, gotta play the Ravens next week, so who knows? Caleb Williams, man, he did bad. Bears, Texans, offense. Caleb Williams, Bears. It was bad. They heavily invested in their offense too. Rome Odunze, DJ Moore. But it's like, defense good. Offense bad. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Caleb Williams, like Bo Nix was the leading rusher in his game. That's not good if you don't have any rushing game. Like the Cowboys didn't have a rushing game at all. Our leading rusher was had 30 yards. It was Rico Dowdle. That's crazy. It's crazy. Tua, of course, Tua had that horrible concussion. They don't know about him going on IR yet, but I mean, I think they should. And like, he just literally evaluate your future, man. If they were talking about him retiring 2 years ago because of concussions, like, just go on IR for a little bit and just think about it. I mean, this is terrible. I don't want to see anyone get hurt that bad. It's bad. They signed Tyler Huntley from the Ravens practice squad. So Tyler Huntley, he got a Pro Bowl. I think it was 2 years ago. He got a Pro Bowl, and he led him to the playoffs. He played pretty well in the playoffs. He played all right, but yeah, I guess they got Tyler Huntley as a backup because they already have Skylar Thompson. They already have him. But yeah, speaking of the Ravens lost. I don't know how, except the Raiders. They just went off with Devontae Adams and Brock Bowers. So that's how. I mean, 100 yards and almost 100 yards. Hey, if you have a quarterback, then dang, you could really do some damage. Oh well. The Packers win with Malik Willis. Anthony Richardson, he didn't do well. Go Gators, you know. I saw him play. I want him to do well. I want Anthony Richardson to do really well. He got hurt last year, so we couldn't really see his full potential. But he had 3 picks this game. Josh Jacobs really went off, 151 yards for the Packers. Really utilized that rushing attack. Xavier McKinney had another pick, that safety that they got from the Giants. I'm sure the Giants are missing him pretty bad right now. Man. Also, the Bucs beat the Lions. Revenge from that playoff game, which, hey, not bad. That's pretty cool. Good for them. But Baker, man, it shows what you can do if you put someone on a good team, you know, good coaching, who actually want you to be there. Who actually, you know, not even just believe in you, but they literally, we're excited for you. We want you to play here. Like, we're really happy. And after what happened with Cleveland and then bouncing around, was it with the Panthers? And then, I don't even know. The Panthers ran? Who knows? But, you know, it looks like he's in a good situation now. He won a playoff game last year, so let's see what he can do. You know, happy for him. The 49ers lost, which is something it's actually pretty surprising nowadays. They didn't have McCaffrey, but Jordan Mason, another 100-yard game with a touchdown. That's pretty cool. Man. Then they had 4 sacks and an interception, and they still lost. But it just shows what you can do. You know, Sam Darnold is put in a good situation, good coaching, good everything. Plus they have Justin Jefferson, so that never hurts, does it? Cardinals destroy the Rams. Man, they put up 41 points on the Rams, 41-10. It's crazy. Blake Corum, who's with the Michigan National Championship team, he didn't do so good. No Puka Nacua. Cooper Kupp, also he's out. He has an ankle injury, and he's gonna miss a few weeks. But just from the Cardinals' perspective, they found Marvin Harrison Jr. Finally, I know it's only week 2, but finally you go to him. 2 touchdowns, 130 yards. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. That's your round 1 wide receiver right there. So good. Commanders beat Giants. Thank you, Commanders. Good job. We like to see it. It was really close, but Malik Neighbors had a good game. But the Giants, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. You know, better game than last week. 6 points versus 18 points, but you know, just couldn't do it. And the Giants have to play the Browns with that defense, which I don't even know if that defense is good right now, but, you know, Giants play the Browns, then they play us. So we'll see. Those will be some tough games. Bengals Chiefs. Oh, let me just make sure I have my flag here. Ah, don't want to go anywhere without my flag, do I? Huh. No, I don't. So do the refs. But anyway, came down to the wire. But of course, Joe Burrow had a fumble. Mahomes had 2 picks. But it's like, are the Bengals good enough? Are they good enough? Because Mahomes had 2 interceptions, and he still won by a point. Like, they still won the game despite Mahomes having 2 picks. I mean, that's if he had a perfect game, he'd have 2 more touchdowns. I mean, come on, that's crazy. That's crazy. Despite their their difficulties, they still lost. They still won. So who knows what's happening there? Isaiah Pacheco, unfortunately, has to have leg surgery, so he'll be out like at least 6 weeks. Which that's not good. They're looking at trying to bring in someone else, Kareem Hunt, McKinnon, somebody. They also might have lost Marquise Hollywood Brown for the season. He's going to be out a while too, but they have Xavier Worthy, so they're not. I'm sure they're not too concerned. Courtesy of the Bills, they have Xavier Worthy, so go along with it. Gosh. Falcons beat the Eagles. Thank you, Falcons. Kirk Cousins, good win. But AJ Brown, unfortunately, will be out a couple weeks due to a hamstring injury. He did not play. So Paris Campbell, who the Giants had, I believe, is elevated from the practice squad. And there's a lot of upsets, a lot of good games. Some takeaways. I don't know. Poor quarterback play from the rookies, but. I would say just like, hey, they're getting used to it. And in the sense of Bryce Young, they just said year 2, you're not getting the hang of it yet, you're done. But I don't know if that's fair. I don't know. Maybe put him in another situation, another team. But dang, already you're getting benched. I mean, that sucks. Maybe Andy Dalton can help you out, but I mean, it is what it is. But, Bo Nix and Caleb Williams, I think they're going to have a rough year, but I think they're going to learn a lot. Just put them in. Just put them in and let them play. What's the worst that can happen? They lose some games. I mean, let them play, give them some confidence. But, thanks for hanging out with me. Thank you to all my Patreon members. And, I do have a store. I have a Patreon. You can go check it out in the links below. Just from the Bengals Chiefs game, Tom Garcia had a pretty funny reaction video to that, so I'll put a link in that below too. It's pretty good. You should follow him if you want. If you want some good content, he's the NFL Fan of the Year. Packers fan, but still funny. But thank you guys so much. I'll see you next time, of course. Go Cowboys!